Hi, ladies. Many of you know that I'm a relationship coach. I work specifically with women to help us all understand men better and how we can have the best relationship, both as giving to our partners and also receiving from our partners, and how to work together with our feminine and masculine energies. So, with that said, I seem to be having guys come to me lately. And the funny thing is, like, I'll go on a date with somebody, I get friend zoned, and then they're coming to me for relationship advice. So, with that said, I have one person who I went out with one time a month ago or later, like earlier than that. And every week since, he will have something that he asks me about relationships. Funny. I'm just saying, it's just funny. He's a super, super good guy. I'm gonna put that out there, and, I knew from the moment we started texting that he was still in love with his ex-girlfriend. I also asked questions like, "How long have you guys been together?" And he said 3 plus great years, and, they get along really well, and this and that, even though they broke up, he was still gonna be spending a lot of time with her. Now, I don't know about you ladies, but if I was on a date with somebody and they said they're still gonna be spending a lot of time with their ex, I'd be like, "Oh, hell no." So, anyway, turns out that he supposedly broke up with her because he didn't like her dad, thought he was an ass, and wasn't willing to compromise on some things to be around his family. So, with that said, ladies, if you are a daddy's girl, it doesn't matter if he's a bad guy or not. If your guy thinks he's not bad and he doesn't want to be around your dad, the guy needs to know he's done. We aren't going to pick a guy over our fathers. Um, because it's just one of those things. Now, if we know that our dad's an asshole and we don't want to be around him and this and that, it's fine. But let's be clear. If we are a daddy's girl and you're telling us that you don't like our dad, you're done. It's over. Just letting you know. So anyway, this guy told me that he wasn't interested in his ex. It always ends badly. He was done, blah, blah, blah. And I just kept thinking, I'm like, okay, if you say so. Um, and then yesterday he texted and decided to tell me he's been seeing a lot of his ex since she got back from a trip. Now, not surprised. He said that they are talking about the dates they go on with other people. And I said, "You're only doing that so that she's like, oh, look at me. I'm going out on all these dates. I can have anybody." But yet in the process, he's consistently texting her, chasing her, wanting to be with her. And so whenever she is free, not out with somebody else that might grab her attention, she goes out with him. So I told him, I'm like, she's using you. She doesn't want to necessarily be with you. She's just with you because we like to be around people and we like to feel loved. And so she's getting that from you until she gets it from who she actually wants to get it from. Now, I have since been told that I am insane, that nothing that I'm saying is correct, that his situation is totally different. How many of us have been through that? Our situation is different, right? Because we're in the relationship, we see it differently, but you have to have an objective eye on the outside to really see what's happening. So, anyway, so he is chasing her, putting in all the effort. I said, you need to stop. You need to see what she's willing to do. But basically, he desperately wants to be back with her. He is willing to compromise on some stuff with the dad. Um, and she really doesn't seem to be interested. So here's the thing, and I'm reading some notes on here too, okay? He thinks that she simply wants to get some variety, have sex with different people, and then she'll come running back. And I told him, no, she won't, because she is looking for something that she has not yet received. And she didn't get it from you. And now she's going out and looking at other people and she's using you as comfort when she wants that. So he said, I'm insane again, because that's not true. This is what he thinks. But to me, I'm going to put this out here, people. Why would you want to be with somebody who's fucking everybody else and then also having sex with you when it's convenient? Why would you be okay with that? I mean, if you are, you are. Like, I know people who are ethically non-monogamous, and that's fine, but they're together in their relationship and they have rules. These two are just doing stuff with other people and almost like trying to make each other jealous in the process. I'm not sure about everything. So I suggested that he read the book Way of the Superior Man by David Data, because what I see is this man is not living in his purpose. When you chase a female, when you change your lifestyle for your female or your girlfriend, when you let go of what your body tells you, what your purpose, what your mission, what your core tells you is right for you, when you let go of all that for a woman, we know it. And we may like it for the moment, but over time, we will feel that and we will not be happy with the fact that you are letting go of your manhood, of your masculine, positive, deep energy for us. We want to feel safe and secure and be able to trust your energy, trust who you are, to trust you to be on your mission, to do the things that you're supposed to do. We don't want you changing everything for us. And if you're with somebody who does, you need to look at that. That is not a good thing. Don't ever change who you are. So, with that said, I have the book here, Way of the Superior Man. Read this, David Data. Women, you need to read this too. Men, you need to read this. 2 more books. Also David Data, Dear Lover. This is a woman's guide to men's sex and love's deepest bliss. It's really a great read for understanding men. And it is one of the things that will be part of my relationship workshop that I do, because we're going to be writing a letter to our lover, whether they're in our life or yet, whether they're in our life yet or not. We're going to write a letter. And we're going to write about what it is we want in our man, what makes our man important to us, how we want to feel with our man, and so on. The other one is an owner's manual for the woman for a guy, and it's called It's a Guy Thing by David Data. So these are all books that I read 20 plus years ago. I'm rereading them as I'm preparing for my relationship workshop. So I want you guys to all chime in the comments. Tell me what you think. Am I wrong for telling him that this woman is not interested anymore, that he is being used, and that him chasing and emailing and texting her all the time is not a good thing, and that he really does need to break off? Like, they spend a lot of time together, but they're not together. And it's not like they're a friend thing either. So you tell me. I told him, you need to break it off with her. If you're not interested in being with her long-term at the time, break it off. Why are you seeing her? Unless you have kids or you work together, you have no reason to see each other. So chime in below, and I will be doing another video on another situation that has recently come up. Again, this is guy related, giving up his mission and his purpose for a woman.